right, let's get now to a story you have probably seen. I mean, it is everywhere. It's getting so much attention. It's out of Gainesville. Not one, not two, but 39 Gainesville football players were suspended after a massive brawl broke out on the field during Friday's playoff game against Brunswick. So, I mean, just look at the video. It is something else. It truly is. Our Caitlin Pratt has been on top of this story covering for it. She's joining us now at the live desk to talk about this. And Caitlin, I mean, parents are hot about this, community members, players. Like, this is wild.
So that's why we're sending some of our teammates to Gainesville.
That's right.
Because, people are going to be talking. And we've been focusing on what's happening this morning. And I want to tell you, this appeals hearing just wrapped up a short time ago. It lasted an hour and a half. It was pretty passionate. Not usual for a Zoom meeting, at least, that's for sure. So let me get you up to date on what exactly happened. That appeals happening at 9 o'clock. It went until about 10:30 or so with some, quote, disappointing results. That's as far as the Gainesville high school football leaders. That's how they left it, saying thank you for your time, but we are disappointed with your decision. So what happened? The Georgia High School Association Board of Trustees, they were listening to football leaders along with the superintendent of Gainesville schools, what they had to say about a game that happened on Friday. They ultimately, this is the end of this all, they voted to reinstate 4 of 39 players they had previously suspended from playing in this upcoming game on Friday. So here's the background of why this appeal was happening in the first place. The Georgia High School Football Association, or High School Association suspended 39 of those players following that fight. You've probably seen it by now on social media. Maybe you watched it on Fox 5 this morning. It erupted during Friday's playoff game at Brunswick. It was third quarter. Gainesville leading 42-0. And here's what happened. This is why everyone is up in arms about this. Shows a Brunswick defender pulling the helmets off of 2 Gainesville players. And then he goes on to hit one, and that just triggered both sides. Gainesville running onto the field to defend their teammate there. So Gainesville filed an appeal of those 39 suspensions, saying the players who were hit, others who didn't even participate in this, were suspended because they were on the field. They didn't think that was fair. So we were monitoring the meeting, and social media videos were played, shirt numbers were pinpointed. They watched all different angles, all different social media videos taken from both sides of the field. The school superintendent, football leaders saying after reviewing all these videos, they would appeal only 35 of those 39 player suspensions. They admitted 4 of their players threw punches, and they said that wasn't acceptable.
This is not about football. This is not about Gainesville. This is about showing how rules cannot always be equally applied in every situation. There is a gray area that we live in as administrators.
When your brother doesn't have a helmet on and a guy takes a 40-yard sprint and hits him and sideswipes him, you're just going to stand on the sideline? No, you're going to do what's natural. And you're going to protect your brothers. And that's the way I raise these kids, to have each other's back. And that's what I think needs to be known here. The guys that threw punches, hey, they need to be out. They need to be ejected. But the guys that tried to help their brothers, I don't think they should.
And so that was the head coach there, Coach Niblett, speaking from the heart there. You can see he was just so passionate about that. But ultimately, that appeal for the mass suspensions, not what Gainesville high school football coaches wanted. Only 4 of the 39 players, at least suspended, will be reinstated. So that roster, let's talk about what's ahead. This is why they were really trying to get all of those players reinstated. Is going to change on Friday when Gainesville's taking on the undefeated Langston Hughes in the quarterfinals of the Class 5A state playoffs. So they're limited now as far as who can be on the field. And at this point, Gainesville number 4, Langston Hughes number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So many interesting parts of this, of course. You know, obviously to hear what the superintendent is saying about this, what the head coach, they very clearly have their players' backs and have made it very clear how they feel about this. So what do we know about the Brunswick players?
So glad you asked. Yes. And this was an interesting moment during this appeals session. Brunswick people. They were there listening as well. Head coach took full responsibility for this entire thing, saying that they have some, quote, soul searching to do. 2 of their players were pinpointed as being the aggressors and starting this whole thing.
Yeah.
As far as what their punishment is going to be, obviously their season's over.
Right. So it's a
So,
different, right.
Apples, oranges, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out as far as those players are concerned. But there's no doubt about it. This has been the talk of the town.
Very much so.
Ooh, so,
Yeah.
and we're going to continue to follow this at Fox 5, bring you the latest on Fox 5 News at noon and on the stream, and then later on for the afternoon newscast as well.
No, you mentioned it too, and if folks haven't had a chance to catch the very beginning of the video that's playing, I think it's kind of on a loop. You do see a player, come up and tackle a guy, kind of rip his helmet off, which is, from what I understand, from what I've seen in the video, what really seemed to start all of this in the way that is what we saw, right?
For sure, for sure. And coaches were extremely upset about this and talked about it at length, saying, actually, this could be assault.
Yeah.
That they were so appalled by this.
And in the video, is it a Brunswick player? It looks like
Correct.
appears to rip the helmet off of a Gainesville player.
Yes,
Okay.
2 players actually ripped the helmet off of both and then punched one of them.
Yeah.
So they were very upset about that, and they said the question from the head coach there, what would you do if you saw one of your brothers being attacked like that?
Yeah.
And we saw what happened, so.
Okay, so that's the word, though, what we're getting from the appeal, and 4 of 39 players.
4 of 39 reinstated. They do have a 91-player roster, so we'll see who will end up on the field in the game on Friday. Probably not a lot of the players they would have put in the first place.
Sure. Fantastic job staying on top of this story. This is a big one.
I mean, you know me, sports.
But this really is one to watch, and it's captured the attention of so many of our viewers, too. So it's a big one. All right, Caitlin, thank you so much for the latest on this. We appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.